Hey, welcome to this video. So Mars moved into Pisces today and Mercury just went retrograde in Capricorn. So with Mars and Pisces, this is a time for allowing our egos to dissolve a bit, and any unconscious patterns surrounding our ego could come to light at this time. And especially because, well, our ego will be in a more unconscious place. So what could happen is in day-to-day life, things will crop up randomly that forces you to look at your ego, that just basically unconsciously you could attract events that make you look at your ego in a different way. And it is a more dissolving sort of thing for your ego. But it also is great for getting in touch with your body at a deeper level, at a more, and understanding that our bodies are connected to our unconscious minds. And I was actually just reading about Nikola Tesla today, and he, I guess, would squish his toes around thinking that it would stimulate his brain cells. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but basically it kind of reminds me of reflexology, as well as there's this thing called barefooting, where you just walk around with bare feet, and people think that it makes them more conscientious. Especially, it makes sense because it does get you in touch with different, like you have to be more careful about where you're walking, and it kind of makes you more conscientious about how you walk, and you feel more with your feet, obviously, because shoes protect your feet from feeling things like rocks and stuff. But anyways, I know it's a little bit of an out there kind of thing, but this whole idea kind of got me in touch with maybe this whole Mars and Pisces could be about like getting reflexology done, or possibly aligning your spine so that your body is more receptive, so that you have more flowing happening in your body. And that's what Pisces is about, is allowing flow to occur and allowing unconscious things to just flow, and becoming aware of them. And these sorts of things could possibly help you become aware of unconscious things within yourself. So getting a massage would be another great thing too. So it's also good for releasing emotions, because of course we store our emotions in our bodies and our backs, and just in our bodies, generally speaking. And then, and then also with Mars and Pisces, this is amazing for bringing things from your imagination into reality too, more into action, so that it eventually gets manifested into reality. So especially becoming aware of what unconscious dreams you're carrying, what imaginings you really wish for yourself, and what you really want to bring forward into the world and take action on. These are things that could crop up for you, and you can act with more alignment with your unconsciousness. So that can be both positive and negative, because like on the negative hand, if you're not being aware of some things, then it could crop up as something negative. But in the more positive, when you're more in touch with your dreams and with what your unconscious mind is actually asking for, then it can be very positive and bring more events into your life that are aligned with your unconscious mind in a more positive way, if you're positively associating with your unconscious mind. So hope that all made sense. And then Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn. So when I was talking about Mercury in Capricorn in the last video that I talked about that, I was talking about how it's a good time to start new systems or create new structures around your day-to-day, or kind of like to move toward your goals. Well, with Mercury going retrograde, this is a good time to look within yourself and to ask yourself what you want to bring forward into the outer world, and also what blocks you're holding on the inside that are stopping you from moving forward with the goals that you have in mind. So this is actually a great time to release old ways of doing things, old barriers, and then it's also going to go back into Sagittarius too. When it's retrograde, it'll go into 28 degrees of Sagittarius, and I forgot to look up the date, but I'll put it in the description box below when it goes back into Sagittarius. I'll put the whole like Mercury movement for you in the description box. So anyways, when it's in Sagittarius, this is also further going to help us release beliefs that are keeping us from moving forward in terms of our goals, because once it goes forward again, we can develop new beliefs that can help us to believe in ourselves enough to start on the damn goals that we have. Because I know how it feels. I'm like this, I'm, you know, this message is so for me right now. But anyways, once it does move back into Capricorn, then we can really start on these systems and structures and that we can put into place so that we can move towards the goals that we have and really focus our energies on the outer world more so. So right now it is forcing us to go within a little bit more. Well, I don't want to say forcing us, but it would be very helpful if you did go within a little bit more. Because with astrology, we always have free will, and it's more, you know, all of these astrological influences are just a suggestion, and we can either go with it, which will allow the energy to flow more easily, or we can fight it, you know, and then, you know, things don't flow quite as well, because I do think what it is these stars are helping us to follow what our soul path has laid out for us before we even started. That's what I believe. So just putting that out there. That has nothing to do with what I'm really, anyways. And then, when the sun moves into Capricorn, this is going to give us even more of a boost of energy and more focus around our goals and around our outer world, around our careers. And it's a great time to start something in some way, sort of thing. There might still be that releasing of the old stuff, because there is a need to release the old stuff in order to make way for new stuff to happen. But this Capricorn sun may start giving us glimpses of what that new stuff is, what that new zest is going to look like. It's going to help us feel more, you know, of that vitality and that certainty in what our goals are. And it'll get us really motivated to really like get excited about what we want to start. So once Mercury does go forward once more, it is going to help us start, and it's going to, yeah, it's definitely about releasing a bit too, though. Even in the process of going forward once more, because of going through the beliefs a bit more. It's not really, yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused right now. So it's about letting go in its retrograde, but once it moves forward once more, it's going to help us to build, like kind of build on what we need to move forward. So, all right, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate it very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome time.